Okay, coming up to the turn off to Port Germein. Yeah, I cannot remember whether I've been in here or not. I think I have, but I'm not sure. So we'll let the camera run and see what happens. We might keep going back through and then come back to the town centre. Let's see where this goes. This is the road that I thought we were going to come in on, except that it didn't come in. We had to come down to a turn off. Okay. Whatever they do there, they're open, apparently. Germein Rural Traders. Operates out of a shed. Fair enough. Okay, into town. Oh, nice. Divided street, trees down the middle. Art gallery. Fifth wheeler. Pub. Poppy and Buster. The Red Post Shop Cafe. Oh yeah? Village Cafe. Port Germein is a small seaside town in the Australian state of South Australia, located about 219 kilometres north of the state capital of Adelaide and about 19 kilometres north of Port Pirie on the eastern side of South Australia's Spencer Gulf, overlooking Germein Bay. The town was named after Samuel Germein, who moved into the territory in 1840, although some credit his brother John to be the first European to traverse the area. The township was proclaimed in 1878. Port Germein's population in the 2021 census was 282. Port Germein was once an important transport hub for the surrounding districts following the opening of its jetty in 1881, at the time known as the longest jetty in the southern hemisphere. Due to the shallow water along the coast, the long jetty was built to allow sailing ships to be loaded with grain from surrounding districts. Bagged wheat came from the local area, the eastern side of the Southern Flinders Ranges via Port Germein Gorge, which was opened in 1879, and from the west coast in smaller boats. About 100,000 bags of wheat were loaded each year. The jetty was extended to its full length of 1,680 metres in 1883. With the opening of the port came an influx of workers from Adelaide, and by 1900 the town's population had grown to over 300. Use of the port declined when rail was extended to Port Germein in 1934, and the jetty was later reduced to its present length of 1,532 metres due to storm damage. The historic Port Germein jetty site is listed on the South Australian Heritage Register. A lighthouse was erected at the end of the jetty in 1894, replacing the Port Germein lightship. The lighthouse was staffed until July 1917, when it was replaced by an AGA flashing light. The lighthouse was re-established at its current site in 1975. The Augusta Highway and the Adelaide-Port Augusta railway line both pass the east side of the township. The railway line has an 1,800 metre passing loop, and a goods siding was commissioned in 2015. enjoyed this video, you might like to check out this video, or maybe browse this playlist. There are over 700 videos just like these on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button, comment, and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.